Hello everyone, welcome to RetroTeam. RetroTeam is a retrospective tool for high performing teams. We use AI to identify strengths, weaknesses, and group similar comments for efficient action planning. So today I'm going to talk about AI. We've added some really exciting AI tools to our RetroTeam. One of the main ones here is the grouping for the AI. So say you've already entered a bunch of comments and you're now at the stage of grouping and you have all these comments and they're so daunting, there's a lot of them, you're not really sure what's what or they related. Well, we have a solution for that. We have an AI for grouping. So you click on this button here and it essentially goes through, does a lot of the grouping and also tags your comments. Tagging is also really important in the sense that we use that as an analytics way to be able to tell how your team is doing over time with those tags. So the AI is completed. As you can see, we have a couple of cards that have been grouped, like in this case down here. You can expand it to see what was grouped. You can do the same over here, see all the cards that were grouped. And if you like them, you could just accept them and say, oh, this is great, I like this, I'm not so sure about this, so maybe I don't want to accept that. So that's one of the first AI that we have here. The second one is when you get down to your actions, we actually create a bunch of AI suggestions here for what an action would be. You can regenerate them if you don't like it and get a new one, and it sort of gives you a different information about the types of action items that you would want. In some cases, it could be the same thing, just maybe worded differently. The third part of AI, what we have is if you, after you've completed your retrospective, in this case, you get here where you're actually seeing the retrospective that you've completed. So let's look at this more in a bigger screen. That way I can show you. This is the other part of the AI where it gives an advice for how you can improve the team and also same patterns that it's kind of identified. If you don't like this as well, you can regenerate it and it will generate a new patterns and trend and some advice that you need. And you can use this as your team to have conversations and stuff. So this is a second or another part of the AI. I wouldn't say second part, because I think I've showed you three already. The last part of the AI that we're using is in the analytics aspect of it then. So in the analytics, here we're giving you some information about the tags that I talked about. So over time, these tags will kind of increase and you could see communication, collaboration, and task management. They seem to be like the biggest topics that my team is usually talking about. Maybe this is something I should dial into, maybe something I should have a conversation with the team about, but you have better insights to how your team is doing over time. We also have a way to sort of give you some information around the three key areas that your team need to do in order to improve, and three key areas that your team is actually doing pretty well. You can also regenerate those, and it will essentially go through and create new information around those three key areas. And you can also see the three retrospective that is analyzed. So this is a retrospective that has been analyzed. You can also say, okay, only analyze the last retrospective. If you regenerate this, it's only going to pick the last retrospective. And in this case, there wasn't a lot of information to give you three areas that are performing well, but it was able to give you some areas that you could improve based on the information. But this is just looking at one. So each time you make a change, maybe you say the last 30 days, I want you to analyze everything, and then you regenerate it. It takes all the retrospectives. In this case, I only had 3 of them, and then it generates some information around that. So you can pick and choose what you want to analyze and get some more information around it. These are really exciting AI additions to RetroTeam. This is really going to help teams be much more productive, much more high performing. I hope you really enjoy this as much as I do. Thank you very much.